I'm David Dernie. I'm an architect, an educator. I work at the University of Westminster. So I spend my time managing the School of Architecture and the Built Environment and working as an architect. And my work as an architect is primarily as kind of research. And the main body of my research is through experimental drawings. My basic take is that the world of architectural production is pretty rigid. It's, predominantly digital. We're entering the digital built era, if we're not already there. And my take is, well, there are other tools, and if we expand the range of ways we work, then we might contribute to the diversity of the built environment. But also, it's an understanding which tries to foreground the material imagination over the formal imagination which the computer deals with very well. And to do that, you need to be working with other kinds of drawings over and above screen-based drawings. Now, my kind of drawings work with site-specific materials, and I'm happy to work with irrational processes, found objects, found materials that don't illustrate a place but kind of represent the place in some way. They have a sense of the place. And I'll work with surfaces that are in part collage, in part bricolage, and in part drawing in order to initiate a design process. And it's not linear, the design process. It's alinear, it's irrational, it's open to chance, but it's about the dialogue between myself and the work and what the work can tell me. And that's the beauty of a drawing. It's when it's opening up a kind of creative dialogue with yourself in order to take you further than you can if you were just doing drawings that were illustrations of an idea. So take, for example, at the moment I'm working on a landscape project that's an invented project in the flatlands of the fens, and I'm reading literature, reading ideas, reading histories of the fens, and also exploring the topography of the fens through drawings which are predominantly based around the idea of horizon, and working with materials and boards and different sort of things to give me ideas in experimental ways, almost kind of dreaming into the landscape. That's partly promoted through literature, history's understanding of the landscape, walking the landscape, and partly embodied in the kind of materiality of the surface of these drawings. And this is, for instance, is a process that's going on, and it's helping me to think through the landscape in a way that would be otherwise impossible without the drawing. The DRN is well known in academic environments, but my first direct involvement with it was being invited to this conference today to speak. I've engaged with a website. It helps me think about drawings, it gives me sources, I engage with the blogs, I enjoy the comments. I think the fact that it's got a peer-reviewed magazine will really help to lift the quality and respect of research in drawing practice. I very much value its kind of presence within the higher education environment. It's really useful to me because it enables me to engage with the blogs, the contemporary debates, its links to articles and so on and so forth that I wouldn't have otherwise found. So I find that really useful. One would hope that eventually one might be able to work with Tracy to get work published and peer-reviewed and so on. That's very, very important. I would hope that the significance of events like today, the annual conferences, the profile would raise, and actually the debate that's initiated in these events would take one further in terms of networking and so on.